because race car bills are so expensive. They've shocked my body, but I'm sure we'll get over that in a couple of weeks. Yes, I'm a dad now, so racing is still number one at the moment, but we'll see how that goes as we move on into the future. Last year was meant to be my last year. I always told myself when I was a dad, that would be the end of my racing career. I've had a really good time racing, thanks to my parents. So last year I absolutely did the best that I could. I put 2 cars together. I left no stone unturned, and probably if things had gone my way, I should have won the thing. But I just made a tiny error, and got upside down. Just a regular crash, but broke my back. If I hadn't broken my back, we would have had a car. The car would have been up and running for the next weekend. But so yeah, I'm laying in hospital with a broken back, and I'm just one of those people that you cannot leave that chapter of my life unfinished for all the effort that I put in. So Felicity, my partner, she thought that was it, and I sold 1 car to Seamount Racing to keep her happy and put a bit of money back in the till, because we'd just moved out to where we are now. But it didn't take long for me to come up with an excuse to keep in the motorsport scene, and so yeah, without Felicity's knowledge, I did a bit of an update on Facebook saying that I was looking for 1 driver. Don't mess me around. I want your best application, and it was very, very surprising and very humbling that I got 35 awesome entries. I thought it was going to be a lot easier to narrow the people down, but it was very hard. So for all those applicants that applied, thanks for making my life so tricky. I had 30 people to choose from, and they're all good, but I really had some very broad terms and focuses that I needed to tailor them down to start with. So we dropped quite a few. Well, although they're awesome, they just weren't what we were looking for as a team and what I needed as a driver. And we got down to 10, and then to make the decision from 10 down to 4 was extremely difficult. It took me a few more days longer than I thought, because there's lots of things that you're looking for. And I had to ask my parents, and I asked you, James, Carl, my crew chief, a couple of other people that don't really know Speedway, so they're looking at the applications without any like precursors or anything like that. I just wanted straight up answers, which I got. And then we picked the top 4, and I let the 6 people know that they were unsuccessful. And then from 4 to finally picking Nathan as a driver, that was very, very tough. And it probably took me, instead of it being a 2 to 3 day decision, it was probably more like a 2-week decision. In the end, Nathan's application probably wasn't the best one out of the bunch, but there was a lot of other things that came along with it. Like, Nathan's family are awesome. Brian is keen as mustard to do whatever it takes to help me get these cars where they need to be, and we want to be at the front. We don't want to be mucking around this year, you know. We want to start the season slow, give Nathan as much time as he can in the car, we've got no results. You know, I'm not worried about results for the first few rounds, and then once Nathan's happy in the car, we'll give him something that he can drive to the front. I'm really happy that even though I'm not driving the car this year, that all my existing sponsors have re-signed with us. Like Norell and Pools are huge. Chris Myers in Australia, he's signed on for another 3 years, which is good, and he's given me free rein to use a bit of my sponsorship money to help out other races and advertise with them. So instead of Norell being on one car, we're potentially being on 2 or 3, or wherever I see that we can get good brand exposure. And then we've got people like Filter Master and KBL and SSL, everybody from my swimming pool industry. It's fantastic to have their continued support. And then we've got Jacklinks, Miles and Morris from Jacklinks. They're great. They love what we're doing on social media, and that's a key focus for them. So as we move forward, I'm trying to improve the knowledge that I have, which is limited, but I'm learning it every day and weekly, what we can do for them, because social media is huge for businesses this day and age. And then you've got Nathan's new, the people that Nathan brought to the team. You've got Pacey Trucks, which have been with him a few years. We've personally bought trucks of Pacey Trucks from the branding that's been on a TQ. So you do get business from advertising on young guys' cars. You know, so motorsport is definitely something that you need to be involved with. And then you've got West Engineering, Ricky. I haven't met him yet, but he's a fantastic guy. He's done some great work for us. Even though he's very busy, I've asked Brian to drop something off, and next time Brian's turned up, he's had it done. So that's very much appreciated. And then you've got Arcro powder coating. I've previously used Arcro on my cars, so it was good to kind of keep that relationship going. And then you've got Civic, and that's Nathan's dad's work and all that kind of stuff. So it's really good, and as we gel as a team and move forward, it'll be fantastic. With our team, we only run Kaiser. One, because Wade in America, the owner of Kaiser Wheels, he's fantastic. Services, I send an order through, a couple of days later the UPS down, and I've got them. Our second is the cost. I can't quite work out why you'd buy a $900 rim and bang it off the wall when you can buy a fantastic Kaiser product that does exactly the same job for half the money. It just doesn't quite compute in my head. But if that's what the other guys want to do, they'll soon come around to the Kaiser way. The whole Jacklinks motto is feed your wild side. So anything like skydiving or crazy dudes in race cars, banging off walls and that kind of stuff, that fits their brand. So anything that we have on our page, that'll be also shared onto the Jacklinks New Zealand page. So just follow it and get on board. And if you see some product in the shop, give it a try. You'll love it to bits. Yeah, we're probably some of the outfits of the speedway scene. I'm miles out south. And I try to keep everything that I'm doing away from people's eyes. So we kind of work well with Peter Honeybell, who's the 1NZ. I seen him drive at Huntley in a midget, the first time he'd ever driven one, and I knew as soon as I seen him drive, even though he was a bit of an animal and pretty erratic, that in the future he would have that title. So I personally took some of my money and advertised with Peter. I still do it, and long may it continue. He's a level-headed guy, and his one dream was to win the New Zealand title, and that's what he did. There was a few things that went on in that race, but at the end of the day, he still drove forward and got to the checker first. So he can't be knocked for it. Some people haven't won the title, and he does, so his name's going to be on that cup for forever, and good on him. And we also, last year I was lucky enough to win a raffle and sponsor Allard. It was a bucket list thing, and I will never forget the day that he won the title. I didn't see Peter win the title because I was in hospital, but as soon as I woke up to hear that he won the title, I was in tears. So good stuff, boys. My focus has changed. Rather than putting the helmet on, I'll have to give Nathan information that I've learned about the car and other drivers and who he needs to watch out for and the lines that they normally take. But we'll just start slow and do what we need to do. We all kind of know our roles, so there'll be a little bit of learning, but we'll be good at the end of the day. Like a personal achievement for us is for me as a car owner, is just to have a happy team. There'll be things that pop up, throughout the season that we just have to take on the chin. But I'm all into motorsport. I want to support a young fella. One, so I can't be knocked for it, and two, that to show other people that probably aren't loving racing so much this day, there's no reason why you can't put a young fella in your car and experience the same things. Like we've got one, we've got Nathan's car and we've got the spare car. Maybe in a year or so, if we can bring more money to the team, there's no reason why we can't have two drivers. But it's just, as a driver, from what I know, people say that it's hard to get sponsorship. It's not. You've just got to get off your ass and make the emails. Email businesses a few photos, a little description of what you are, what you're about. You might not get many replies, but you will get one or two, and those two lead to 3 and 4. So I'm still searching for sponsors. We're not a big financial team, but in the years to come, I want to be like the Harper Racing. What Jeff has done is fantastic. He's turned a sport into a business, and although I don't want to take it to a 10-car team, I want to have two good cars and enjoy something outside my business, daily business side of things. So all we can do is do our best and see where we come out at the end of the year.
doing